I do want to start with the Sixers' health, guys. As you saw when the league shut down, Ben Simmons was sidelined with nerve issues in his lower back. Joel Embiid suffered a left shoulder injury and had just returned to action when the league suspended play. So, Perk, with both of these players expected to be healthy and ready to play on the Orlando campus, do the Sixers have a legitimate shot in the East?
No, Rachel. Listen, a lot of people was on the Sixers bandwagon at the start of the season. Guess who wasn't? I wasn't, because I'm not a fan of Brett Brown's. Here it is. You hear Tobias Harris last week. He come out and say that they have chemistry problems. You heard Jimmy Butler have issues with him last year. Also Al Horford. So you know what that goes to tell me? It's not the players. It's Brett Brown who's the problem. And he hasn't put these guys in position to be successful, and that's a problem. I don't want to hear about Ben Simmons and Joel can't play together. No, both of these guys are generational talents. They are studs. You should find a way to make these guys play together. And once again, they are a championship team at home and a lottery team on the road. And where they playing at, Rachel? At a neutral site. So no, I don't give them a chance at all. I'm saying it right now here on your show, The Jump. I don't give the Philadelphia 76ers a chance at all to winning or even going to the finals.
Tell us how you really feel.
You know what, Perk? Yeah, that's how you really feel. I will say, if they don't get far this year, I think you'll see Brett Brown before you'll see him go before you see them break Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons up. But if there's anything that this year has taught me about life, is to expect the unexpected. I have no idea we were going to have a pandemic. I had no idea we were going to have the uproar that we had. And I will say, Tobias Harris going on First Take a couple days ago and talking about them having chemistry issues. Maybe the best thing to happen to the Philadelphia 76ers was to have this hiatus. You know, sometimes for teams, they need to be unplugged and plugged back in. Getting healthy, Joel Embiid, getting Ben Simmons healthy, Tobias Harris maybe finding a rhythm, you know, Josh Richardson getting healthy. Do they struggle to shoot from the outside? Yes. But on any given night, this team could compete and could beat the best teams in the league. We saw them beat the Bucks on Christmas Day. So the question is consistency. Can they find that? I'm just going to say this. They're a dark horse. I'm not saying they're a dark horse to win it all, but they're a dark horse if they hit their stride. They're a dark horse to mess up the East. They have the talent to do so.
Well, and I do want to add that they just added Ryan. Yeah, go ahead, Perk.
No, Jay think he's slick. The only reason he wishful thinking right now about the 76ers is because he picked them at the start of the season. I know, Jay Will, you did your homework, and I got my receipts also. You picked them, and that's why you sitting up here wishful thinking. By the way you started off this first segment about the Philadelphia 76ers and that little speech, oh, man, that was so cute, but I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I know you, Jay.
Thank you, I appreciate it,
I know you, Jay.
It's a win-win scenario for me, Perk. It's a win-win.
This is the thing with you guys both at home. You can keep all the records. They just can be at home on the desk in the filing cabinet. It's all good. I do want to add that the Sixers did just pick up Ryan Broekhoff. He was a 40% three-point shooter with the Mavericks the last couple of seasons.
Tell him, Rachel.
That is a team badly in need of spacing. I don't know how much he is going to help or how he will do, but it's better than not having another three-point shooter there. There is the home and road issue, though, and Perk, you brought it up. The Sixers were a league best.
Got receipts on you.
Yes, you do. The league best 29-2 at home, but on the road they struggled mightily with a record of 10-24. So, Perk, do you think the Orlando setup will be more like home or road for Philly? I mean, they're not going to have people booing them, I don't think.
But it would be away for Philly. It's like being on the road. It's a neutral site. And here's where they dropped the ball. The guy, the heart and soul that they should have did everything in their power to keep, Jimmy Butler. He was their leader. Yes, he's a feisty leader, but he was their backbone, their heart and soul, and they dropped the ball. Also by letting J.J. Redick walk away in free agency. So I just don't see it. I don't know who's their leader. Right now, Al Horford, I could say, but him and Brett Brown wasn't seeing eye to eye, with Brett Brown shuffling him in and out of the lineup. So I'm just not sold, Rachel. I'm sorry. They're in a neutral site, and I don't give them a chance at all.
Perk, I'm going to quote you what you said at the beginning. You said it's like being on the road. It's a neutral site. Neutral site is neutral site. All I'm saying is that one of the best defensive teams in the league with their wings. I hear what you're saying about Al Horford, staggering minutes with Joel Embiid. Brett Brown does have some challenges to figure out. But just know a team with their size, their length, if they're committed on the defensive end, I guess there'll be some questions offensively, but I wouldn't want to see that team if they hit their stride. That's all I'm saying. If Joel Embiid, think about this, Perk, if he finds a way to play at a high level and does not get injured, along with some other players, you're telling me they can't beat any team in the Eastern Conference?
Well, let me ask you this, Jay. This is what I'm going to ask you. Joel plays great at home because he feeds off of what? The energy from the crowd. So you telling me that you're gonna depend on Joel away in a neutral site with no fans, and you're gonna tell me you're gonna get the same Joel Embiid?
Look, he's an energy
I hope
guy.
so. We can see the villain Joel Embiid, Rachel, like he told you he was going to be. I mean, if he lives those words that he told you, being the villain, I like that Joel Embiid.
It is so hard to say. There's no doubt he's an energy guy. Joel has fed off of, the fact that his own fans have booed him. So who knows? And we don't know what the NBA is going to do.
Fair point.
I know that the NBA announced, Adam Silver said on Friday, that fans are going to be able to push a button and the stands will light up depending on how many guys are pushing, how many fans are pushing, how many, but I don't know. I just want to know if they're going to have people catcalling at the court. We got 33 days. We're going to figure all this out. We will get it for you. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.